Let's do us, man. Me and you. Let's be a family again.
I'm on the run, G. You can never go back the way it was. But I'll tell you how we can make it right.
Man, we all we got. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
I just wanna wake my people up. I just wanna send praises up. I just wanna wake my people up. I just wanna send praises up. I just wanna wake my people up. I just wanna send praises up. I just wanna wake my people up. I just wanna send praises up.
Y'all see mass murders, false prophets, war rumors, say you woke, but you still sleep. Pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, but you still sleep. Acting like you love knowledge, but I know you really don't feel me. Fake woke people kill me. About to kill this beef, forgive me. Shaddai War told me he sent me a track, so I put on my mask and got ready for war. Courtney told me I'm a part of the team, like I put on my jersey, I'm ready to score.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those who have never been here before, we welcome you. For those who are returning, we welcome you. I ask that you subscribe to this channel and become a part of the conversation, be a part of this family, and let's get this together. Let's overcome the stigmas that are associated with Black America. We have, for the last couple of discussions, talked about who we are as a people and who we are not. We have came up with facts to show that we are not accepted. So now it's time for us to dive into us, to who we are. And I want to start off by saying that I love everybody. It doesn't matter your race, your creed, what you're into. I love life because anything that has been given the breath of life, I love. Normally when we see people on TV, when we see people that has really become successful, whether it's in politics, whether it's on the TV screens, actors, actresses, or whether it's in music, whether it's in sports, it really doesn't matter. When we see people that look like us, we automatically are happy for them and we start to admire them because we know that it has taken a lot for them to get to where they are. But we don't think about what exactly it is that they had to do to get there. It's not all about brains and smarts, which that we got that as a people, we got that. We don't get credit for the academic parts and the creations that we have done for the whole world. We don't get credit for that stuff. But they can't deny it. But it's just not acclaimed as sports is acclaimed, as acting is acclaimed, and other sectors of entertainment. They love to put us in that category, but we do far more than just entertaining people. We make things happen. We heal people. As you can see with Dr. Sabi and others. Ben Carson, who came, man, come on. We've been doing this. But anyway, when we see our people on TV, we are automatically happy because that's someone who looks like us who have made it to the top. Growing up, it was rare, and I was born in the 80s. It was very rare to see Black people on major screens. It was rare. We had the Cosby Show. I'm glad that came out. You know, a different world. You had, before my time, you know, you had Sanford and Son, the Jeffersons, What's Happening. You know, you had all of these TV shows that were primarily Black TV shows, and which was good. But I'm saying when you see major networks on a daily basis, you would rarely see the presence of Blackness on the screen. So when those actors or actresses would come out for interviews or would star in one or two episodes in a popular show on a popular network, we were happy to see that. We were like, yes, they made it. Yes, those are our people. Only to find out that they are not in a position to help Black people. As a matter of fact, when they get to a certain level, they often have to sell us out. And we don't know any better regular black Americans walking through life every day, we don't really dissect and we don't really investigate what's actually being said and what's actually being promoted to our community through our people. We have been sold out for their success. And that's on all sectors.
When I had cured these people of sickle cell and lupus and herpes and blindness, I was happy. I said, now I could go to all the leaders. I could go to Minister Farrakhan. I could go to Jesse Jackson. I could go to Art Sharpton. I could go to Oprah Winfrey. But what I found out, I was mistaken. I was wrong. They are not interested in the healing of any black people.
That's an explosive claim.
That is not an explosive statement. That is a reality. There isn't a black leader in America that is interested in the health of the black race.
Do you say that because they refuse to interact with you?
They are not in the position to respond.
We just have to keep it real, and we have to understand what's going on. Now, there was a clip, and I'll see if I can throw it in there, from the past video where this African immigrated to America, and she basically said that black people have a really bad stigma when it comes down to our culture, who we are.
And it also doesn't help that for a long time Africans were fed a very negative view of black American culture, and that's its own propaganda. But because Africans are so conservative and they're coming to a country where black Americans have been labeled as the antithesis to this conservative traditional family values, they have, if anything, more in common with like Southern Baptist white racist people.
Cannot dispute that for today. So they came up with a concoction to keep us at the bottom, and it has worked. They've used music. Music used to be really good. Let's stay together. Talking about that black love. Talking about that black family. And that's important too. But those were the songs, the Cosby shows, and shows that promoted. The Cosby Show really promoted that next level of excellence in blackness. It was one of the shows that did that. But they couldn't let that go but so far. So they took our music, they switched it around because their children began to like rap and hip hop. Money was not in hip hop in the early stages. Why? Because they talked about our communities, and they talked about things that were going on a daily basis within our communities. That wasn't good enough for them. But they liked rap. So what did they do? In the late 80s, early 90s, they began with MTV and BET and VH1. They began coming up with music videos. They began funding our true and natural God-given talent of rapping and singing and performance. They began to foster that. They began to invest in that. But the only catch was, you're going to have to promote what we want to go out into the airwaves. That song, Liberation, by Outkast and Erykah Badu. Folks in your face, you a superstar. People hang around you because of who you are. And then she could say that the industry tries to compromise her art, which they have. They're not going to let you speak about what you want to speak about. You got to follow their agenda. And their agenda is to continue to destroy us as a people. But look at us now. We're teaching our children, we're teaching our daughters how to twerk. Getting them ready for sex at a very early age. Allowing them to listen to certain music that promotes sex when our daughters are more than a sex object. Our daughters are more than a spit bucket. We women are more than spit buckets. Yeah, we have the shape. Yes, we have the complexion. Yes, we have it going on. But we are not just sexual objects. Is that all we got on our mind? Are we all P-Valley now? See what they promote? Our sons, our nephews, our cousins. Many of them have died over a block that they don't even own. That's the government house. That's their block. And we're fighting each other. Blood. The Bible talks about blood touches blood. Hosea 4. The Bible is your history book. It talks about those things past and those things present and those things to come. It talks about who we are. That's our book. They made King James out to be a white man with blue eyeshadow and red lips. That's not the true King James. Oxford University knows. Cambridge University knows. And those students that go to those prestigious schools, they know who King James was. He was our people. That's our book, which is why it was translated. But once 1928 came around and black people started reading with comprehension, they said, hold up. Let me take this certain part of this book out of the Bible. It's called the Apocrypha. That's the complete King James Version Bible. If you got a Bible, your great-great-grandma Bible, and she had a Bible that was prior to 1928, I advise you and I really implore you to go find that Bible, because it has the Apocrypha in there. And it tells us exactly who we are, and it tells us who our enemies are. And the regular Bible that we have today, that's in the back of the pews, it tells us too. We just got to know how to look. It's not something that you're going to get out of church. Because who teaches these theologians? They teach what is to be taught. Our history was beaten out of us. Go back to Roots when Kenta was on the whooping block. What's your name? The master gave you a good name. What's your name? He said, my name is Kenta. And he got beat. He got beat so bad till the last time the man said, what's your name? He said, Toby. Our heritage was beaten out of us. We are not what we have become.
You are more than what you have become.
More than what you have become. I see my brothers out there who's able to take nothing. I look at BMF, how Meech had this mentality that as he was climbing up to the top, he wanted to take his brothers with him. That's the mentality we should have, but we need to learn how to do that in a legal way. Black men are brilliant when it comes down to mathematics. It's proven. If you could whip and cook the way you whip and cook, that's science. That's math. And we're going to get into a segment. I'm going to keep this short, but we're going to get into a segment. One of the last speeches that Dr. King spoke with Harry Belafonte. He said, I fear I have led my people into a burning house. What did you mean, Dr. King? You ended segregation, you and the civil rights leaders. What do you mean? Well, back during those times, we didn't have nothing but each other. The whole community raised the children without offense. The whole community worked together. So even though we were considered less than a human, we still mustered up enough working together to have our own communities. The black dollar was generating our community 26 times before it left to go into another community. You think they like that? Yeah, let's hurry up and end segregation, because we want a piece of the wealth that they're bringing in. Now, they're using our talents to make them and their family wealthy. And we're getting pennies from their dollars at the cost of feeding our people poison. Whether that be poison because you're on TV kissing your best friend, homosexuality, has gone through the roof in our community. It's crazy. We accept that. Our little girls are twerking. Our children are cussing out people, adults, their elders. I watch Twisted Crimes all the time. It's a YouTube station. And these couples who are not married, pretending to be married, switching from man to man to man to man to man. You're more than a spit bucket, sis. We got to do better. We are more than what we have become. Sorry, I'm not perfect. I have made many mistakes. And I took 6 years to cut everything off and to reevaluate and to get reintroduced to the Most High and to learn why it is that my people that I love, why we are in the condition that we're in. And I've learned a lot. And I want you to come with me because we are more than what we have become. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Put your comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, my loves.
I changed up my rapping, what's happening, the devil leading us in casket. We sick in the spirit, you're shy of the medic. Pride and arrogancy won't be the death of me. These holidays pagans, don't take down that Christmas tree. Thanksgiving, is you killing me? Oh, it's Easter, must be kidding me. Literally, I don't really care if you feeling me. Pick up a Bible and learn about your history. Israel, we don't do rituals. Keep the commandments, don't fall living cynical.